Terry Van Houten. I'm a reporter for the Ojai Valley News. About a year ago, the Seabees were here working on the center, doing some carpentry work and some painting, and we were looking at the old historic photo of the post office, and somebody came up with the idea of, well, we should get the Seabees to build a replica of the post office that burned in the Thomas Fire in 2017. So the idea kind of took off from there. This structure used to be down the highway about a mile and a half through the tunnels at a place called the Wheel, which was a roadhouse there across the highway from the Wheeler Springs Resort. It was built by a man named Webb Wilcox, who was working for Wheeler Blumberg. If you're wondering where the name Wheeler came from, Wheeler Blumberg started the Wheeler Springs Resort. And then, sadly enough, he and his younger brother both went crazy and both were committed to an insane asylum. But I wasn't going to bring that up, but I thought it's a cool part of the story. But so anyway, Webb Wilcox built the original post office in 1935. It served as a functioning post office, which this one won't be. It's just going to be a tourist attraction, a landmark prop, if you will. But it worked there as a post office from 1935 until 1962, when it was decommissioned. And in 1948, Ripley's, believe it or not, listed it as the USA's smallest post office. So that's basically the story of how it appeared down there at first, and then because this is the visitor center's property here, we thought this would be a great place to rebuild it and build a replica. So Terry, do you want me to hand it off to you again, and you can go to Brian and talk about maybe LPFA there?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Just one thing about the property here, obviously it belongs to the U.S. Forest Service, and we actually did ask for permission. They said, yeah, it's okay, as long as it's on schedule, it can be taken away.
I wanted to just thank everybody who donated money. We raised over $5,000 to buy construction materials for this. And I see so many of you here today who I know chipped in to make this dream possible. And we really want to thank the Rotary Club of Ojai West. We applied for a grant from the Rotary Club of Ojai West, and they gave us $1,000 to purchase materials. Yeah, it was fantastic. And we had Ojai Lumber. We got a lot of lumber and materials from Ojai Lumber. They donated free delivery to the site. And just so many other people. David Sinclair owns a company called Alohi Creations, and he did the signs for us, all for free. And 90% of the charm of this structure, I think, are the signs, and he recreated them just through exactly like they used to look. We had CB and her mother, Crystal and Leticia Lopez, who painted the signs. They all did painting work. We had volunteers, 26 volunteers over the course of 2 months, including Monty Laurie, Glenn Brunel, and shall I introduce David Rich? David Rich is the retired CB. You might think that David had plans or blueprints to go by in constructing this. Nothing. All we had was historic photos, and David took those photos, came up with a plan, a materials list. He organized all the volunteers. And for David, come on up here. David Rich is a retired CB. He works still as a civilian at the Naval Base Ventura County with the Naval Expeditionary Warfare Center. Is that close? Okay, David, talk about the project a little bit. You told me this was a lot of fun to do.
This was great to do. Can you all hear me? Yep. I gotta get this thing a little closer to my mouth. This is really amazing. So, almost 11 months of the day. Perry, I was out here doing some work over here with a bunch of volunteers who were somewhere here today. And we were painting in here, we were doing some kitchen work, cooking the sink. This old, over 100-year-old building. And Perry says, hey, I have an idea, Dave. And here we are today talking about this thing that we built. So I really want to thank all the volunteers who are out here today who helped support. A round of applause for them. I can't understand how hard it was to come up with the plan. So I had about four pictures. And so I went online and I started searching every website that was possible out there. And I finally found a couple more pictures that we haven't found yet. I put them all together, and all I have is 3 sides of the building. The front and the 2 sides. There's no pictures of the back side of this building, and there are no pictures of the inside of it. And so I had to kind of guess everything, put this bill of materials together and a timeline. And we got together, Terry and Perry and I, we sat down and we came up with a plan. And the plan was to have it finished by today, and we made it finish. So I just want to thank all the people for helping bring back a piece of this history to the people of Ojai and the people who live in this community, because I know this helps bring back a bunch of memories. It was my absolute pleasure, along with everybody else who helped volunteer, to build this for you. Thank you.
All right. Brian, come on, help with the ribbon cutting. We need some ribbon cutters here.
Hey, give me 1 second. Okay, we're gonna do the ribbon cutting.
Come on over here, Nancy. Yeah. Then you get up here and do something. Oh, here comes Smokey. We gotta have Smokey. Yeah.
Smokey's down there. Folks, this is Glenn Fout from the Rotary Club of Ojai West, correct? Did I get that right? Who gave us a $1,000 grant to make this possible. Here comes Smokey.
Wow, Smokey.
Hey Smokey, you have your shovel. Are you going to help us dig some ditches around here?
Smokey in this photo?
Smokey's gotta be in the photo too, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle.
Dave, you guys need to be on the other side of the ribbon. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we need to be
Yeah,
on
you
the
need
other
to be
side.
on the other side of the ribbon.
Yeah, hold this.
I work with the Chamber of Commerce. I've done a few of these, and I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known. I would have brought the recording. Yeah. Oh.
But I think they're going to take the scissors.
Yeah. Is this recording?
Yes.
All right.
All right, this is going to be real official, but you can't move the shovel.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Can you?
By the way, you guys over here, they run the roof, but they're everywhere looking at the walls.
This guy didn't get near the
It's what those CPs do.
All right, are we ready?
Here we go.
Everybody count us down. 1, 2,
Let's not count us down. Let's count us up.
Get a picture of me with the bear.
Oh, you want a picture of you with the bear?
What's that?
I might need the bear, man.
That's what we want.
Hold this again.
now you guys get closer in. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
My camera too.
I can send them to you, Dave.
Yes, you could, but
But would it be the same?
what color on your
Get the picture, Dad.
They got lucky in that the timing was right when we were evaluating
Oh,
grants.
sorry, Carl.
Only do grants.
Smile.
right there.
Yeah, we had a bunch of applications.
That's okay. No worries.
No, that's